To your channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we have to talk about this new lesbian couple that is actually developing. Yes, and the couple's name is Luz and Ainhoa. But before we get into more details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well if you guys are watching the show, and what would you personally rate the storyline from 1 to 10. So basically the show is called Four Estrellas, basically 4 stars. The series is currently streaming and it only has one season available. It's a Spanish television series. It follows a story of a hotel who just received a 4-star at the worst possible time. So they have a lot going on, but we're gonna be focusing on the story that developed between the two ladies. So let's get right into more details. So basically Luz just graduated from culinary school and wants to be the head chef of her family business that her mother runs. So basically, like I already said, Luz's mother is in charge of the hotel where she works in the kitchen, and she graduated from culinary school. She wants to get into the family business. She's already working in the kitchen, but she wants to be the head chef. So when the head chef actually leaves and he actually got another work proposal, Luz have decided to step up to her mother and ask her mom the opportunity to be the head chef of the kitchen. But her mother wasn't convinced that Luz was ready to take on that responsibility because she just graduated and she wanted her to gain more experience before giving her that opportunity to take over this big role. But Luz was feeling like her mother didn't trust her because she already has experience in the kitchen and her mother doesn't want to give her the opportunity to prove herself. So her mother goes along and actually hires a new chef. In this case, the chef ends up being, guess who? Ainhoa. Yes, so Ainhoa gets there. She introduces herself. She has an amazing curriculum. She's very well known. She worked at the all top elite restaurants in Spain, and she's very respected, very well known. But she also has a lot of personal issues going on. That's why she got fired from her previous jobs as a chef. So Luz starts to feel like Ainhoa has something to hide. She shows up late. She's not very professional. She comes late to work. She drinks. She comes to work drunk sometimes, smelling like alcohol. So Luz have decided to investigate Ainhoa and see what's going on, and Luz ends up finding out this all information about these things that I've said, that she used to come in late, like she used to be rude to the people who she worked with. And of course Luz decided to approach her mom and told her mom, "Yay, mom, I did my personal investigation regarding the chef that you just hired, in this case Ainhoa, and she's kind of has a tricky past, and I need you to listen to me." But her mother was against it. But after that, her mother ends up finding out about Ainhoa's situations, and she actually ends up firing Ainhoa. But then Luz started to feel guilty for Ainhoa getting fired, because Ainhoa ends up opening herself to Luz and telling her why she's been doing the things she's doing. It's because she's running away from her ex-husband, who is actually chasing her and trying to figure out where she is to go and get her, because they was in a very complicated marriage, and she's trying to get a divorce, but her ex-husband doesn't want to let her go. So Luz kind of felt like she was dragging Ainhoa's situation without knowing what she was really going through. So Luz ends up convincing her mother to rehire Ainhoa, and Luz promised her mom that she will take care of Ainhoa and make sure she doesn't drink and she does her job. So her mom have decided to give her a second chance, and she was rehired. But during all of that, Luz actually has a situationship going on with this guy, and of course the guy really likes Luz, but Luz is not ready to commit to him the way that he wants her to commit, because every time he used to ask her like, what are we, and Luz always made it very clear, we are friends with benefits. But later on Luz actually had a conversation with Ainhoa, and Ainhoa in some type of way actually convinced Luz to give the guy another chance, because he is a very good guy and he really cares for Luz. And Ainhoa basically just told her, hey, it's very difficult nowadays to find someone that really cares for you and dedicated to to you and don't want to make sure you're straight. So I don't feel like you should let him go, because you actually don't find that. It's very, very rare. You might find it once in a lifetime or maybe twice, so be careful with your choices. But Luz actually ends up, taking the guy back just because she was afraid to lose someone who cares for her. But the guy was just moving too fast. It's like he was running a matter like just running, and she was basically taking steps. So she felt like they were on different pages in their relationship. But Luz always she was drawn to Ainhoa, just taking care of Ainhoa, making sure she's straight, making sure that everything in the kitchen goes well, because they work in the kitchen together. And of course Luz started to have this attraction towards Ainhoa, but she wasn't understanding what it was. She felt like maybe just because she's helping her, she's attracted to her, but she doesn't know in which way. And of course Luz's boyfriend in this case started to get jealous, but not like jealous. He was just having a conversation with Luz and actually told her, hey, I'm starting to feel jealous with you and Ainhoa, because I feel like you defend her more, you spend more time with her. Every time we have plans, you cancel to be with her, to take care of her. And of course Luz's excuse always was like, it's my responsibility, because if she messes up this job, we're both gonna get fired. So that was kind of her way of justifying why she was so close to Ainhoa. And Ainhoa also started to care more for Luz, because at this point, Luz is like the only person that Ainhoa has to count on to speak on everything that she's going through with her ex-husband, opening herself up, taking care of her at the work, making sure she stays on track and she doesn't fall into her drinking, problem, and just, being that supportive system that she needs. So they started to develop feelings for Luz. But things got complicated, and, once upon a time in one episode, they actually ends up sharing a kiss. But Ainhoa actually pushed back, not because she didn't want to pursue Luz, but it's because it's a complicated situation, knowing what she's going through with her ex-husband. And not only that, knowing that Luz is in a relationship with this guy. And not only that, the fact that Ainhoa is Luz's boss and they work in the same kitchen together. So it's just a whole lot going on. But they had a conversation, and it looks like the two ladies want to give things between them a chance, but they just don't see how to do it because of everything that is going on. Luz and Ainhoa actually ended up having a conversation and saying that the kiss was not a mistake, but it's just not the moment to pursue anything, because they don't know what's gonna happen with Ainhoa. They don't want to mess things up at work. So, and also Luz is in a whole nother relationship, so we will have to see what will develop. But I have seen like the upcoming episodes, it looks like they will be sharing another kiss, so I will stay tuned to that and definitely keep you guys informed, because this show is very, very interesting, and you can actually watch it on RTVE Play. I think it's a Spanish streaming service, so if you guys want to check that out, I will definitely recommend you guys to go do so. Or there are also a couple of clips available on YouTube that you guys can actually go and watch. Just type in Luz and Ainhoa, and I think you guys will find it. I definitely recommend it. It's super nice, super intense. It's like a culinary love lesbian story that is developing, and I am loving every single moment of it. I definitely will be doing a part 2 very soon, but let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well. So thank you so much once again for all the love and all the support you guys been showing on the channel. It definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Until the next video, and goodbye.